All right, guys, we are at the last subsection of section 1 of part 3, and this is on building strings. So, as in the very first week of the course, we learned that it is possible to build strings out of shorter strings with the plus operator. For example, this is valid Python code. We have a variable here called words. It's assigned the string pride. Then we concatenate prejudice to the current string pride by doing words is equal to words plus the string that has a comma, a space, and the word prejudice. And then we can concatenate some more and say words is equal to words plus space and the string and Python. So now when we print words, we get pride, comma, space, prejudice, and Python. The plus equals operator allows us to write this a little more compactly. So words is equal to pride, words plus equals comma prejudice, comma the string prejudice, and then again with and Python does the same thing. This also applies to f strings, which may come in handy if values stored in variables are needed as parts of the resulting string. For example, this would work. Course Introduction to Programming, grade 4, you have received plus equals f, the grade, and then we print and we add the grade there, and so on. And so we print verdict, you have received the grade 4 from the course Introduction to Programming. In the previous exercise, you calculated the sum of consecutive numbers by always adding a new value inside a loop. The exact same idea applies to strings as well. You can add new parts to a string within a loop. This technique should be useful in the following exercise. So now we're revisiting that same exercise in the last video called the sum of consecutive numbers, this time version 2. It says, please write a new version of the program in the previous exercise. In addition to the result, it should also print out the following calculation, the calculation performed. So the upper limit is 2, the consecutive sum is 1 plus 2, which is equal to 3. So print out the addition and then print out the total. Same thing when the limit is 10, same thing when the limit is 18. You may assume the number typed in by the user is always equal to 2 or higher. Okay, so this was our solution. Just copy it here. Again, if we run it, print 10, it's just going to do that. So we just need to have a variable here called string, which is equal to, we're going to initialize it as an empty string. Then we're going to concatenate the current number to the string. So string plus equals number plus that. And then now here, instead of printing the total, we're just going to do an f string. We're going to do the consecutive sum. Then we're going to do print the string equals to total. Let's run this. We'll put 10. Type error on line 19, unsupported operands types for addition, integer, and string. We have to typecast this into a string because this is a number and a string, right? It's going to cause a type mismatch. I think we can even just do what they just told us here with the f strings, I think. So we can just do this. Let's run that. Right, so now we get 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. But it does this additional plus at the end here, and we don't want that. Right, so even if we do it this way, right, it does that. So we want to keep this, but we don't want it to render out like this. So I think if we do number greater than 1, and string plus equals like that, and now we can just concatenate the number. There we go. Say the sum 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 is equal to 10. So we just check if number is greater than 1, then we concatenate the string. We concatenate this plus to the string. Then we also concatenate the number. So it's going to do plus, then the number, then plus, then the number, then plus, then the number. I think maybe we can even do it this way. No, it still shows the same error. So that's how you will be able to make sure that we don't get an additional weird plus and then a blank space at the end. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 is equal to 10. We can do 18. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 is equal to 21. And if we do 2, 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. There we go. So let's check the model solution. And they did this. It says, no, the f string can also be used like this. Numbers plus equals f plus. Oh, snap. So we could have even done it this way. So yeah, they did the same thing. Limit tracker, number tracker, sum tracker, then our string. They started it at 1, so they just concatenate plus and the number. But this is the model solution. This is our solution. All solutions to section 1 of part 3 are up on GitHub by the time you see this video. In fact, by the time you've watched any of the previous videos in the first part of section 3, the solutions are up already. So that's the last exercise in this part, in this section. In the next one, we're going to start working with strings, and that'll be in the next video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the videos. Please give them a like, give them a thumbs up. If you want to see the solutions, they're up in the repository. Link is in the description. If you have any questions, make sure you leave them in the comments below. I will more than gladly get back to you. If you need any clarifications on my solutions, again, feel free to ask in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to talk a little bit more about them. I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully we get through part 3 a little bit faster than we got through part 2. I did take a little bit of a hiatus between videos, but I try to upload them at least a few times a week, minimum. So if we can clear one part every week, I think we should be okay to finish this course, this introductory course, within a month or so, give or take. Maybe even faster if I have more downtime to keep making these videos. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. This was a very, very short video on this last part. Short reading, short exercise. We're just building off what we learned in the previous exercise, so that's why it didn't take us as long. And so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, thumbs up is greatly appreciated. A thumbs up on the video is greatly appreciated. A star on the repo is greatly appreciated. Again, have any questions below in the comments, and I will get back to you. See you guys in the next video.